Hey everyone, my name is Jake and today we are going to be looking at some Choosing Beggar stories, so sit back, relax and enjoy. You're donating free food? Why not more? So, small pretext. I live on my own in a small apartment. I don't have much extra, but it's enough to get by and do some extras occasionally. Anyway, this happened at the local supermarket a little while back, where upon entry, I get greeted by a bunch of kids, handing out flyers for a food donation drive for the local food bank. Side note, I do ever so despise the use of children for these kinds of drives. It feels like exploiting a guilt trip. They were asking for specific types of products that could be packaged and given to the poor, mostly highly storable food. I noticed cans of soup were there, so I figured I'd pick up a few cans and hand them to them. Cheap, easy, and every little bit matters, right? Well, not for Miss Overseer. I walk up with the 6 cans and ask where I can give them. And one of the kids points to a bunch of crates where they're collecting the food. Flanking the crates are a few folks who are sorting things out, so I walk to one of the women closest by and tell her that I got a few cans I'd like to donate. She at first smiles until she sees there are only 6 cans of soup. Well, gee, I guess you could only spare that bit, huh? Can't you buy a few more? I just looked at her, shook my head, and pushed the bag into her arms, not feeling like getting into a confrontation. Only heard her saying, "Well, thanks a bunch," in the most sarcastic tone I heard in a long while. Kinda pees me off. Like, we're giving to a charity here, not everyone can afford large amounts. Oh, an edit, I should have noted that I live close to a wealthy neighborhood, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's had a bunch of folks before donating full baskets of food. It doesn't matter if you're donating 1 can or 100 or 1,000 cans, like you're still donating, that's what matters. Free bus ride turns into free cop car ride. I live in a town with a major sports team. Every game day, they offer a free bus ride to and from the stadium. But it has to be a route that goes close or right by the stadium, and you have to show a valid ticket to the game. I was unfortunately working on game day, and I wasn't able to make it to the game, but I got on the bus with everyone leaving the game, jam-packed, but at least we had won, so everyone was happy. We get downtown to the main hub, and everyone gets off, and goes to their cars or to other buses. I lived way west of the stadium, so not many people took my bus in general, and only one mother/son from the other bus was standing there with me. The bus pulled up, and I let the mother and son go on first. They show their game day tickets and start walking to the back. The bus driver, BD, stops them. Hey, just to let you know, those are only valid for the buses to or from the stadium. Yeah, we're just coming from the game. I know, and I'm going to let you on, but I just wanted to let you know for the future someone might not let you on for free, so just make sure you carry your bus fare, just in case. Why? Your website said free bus rides on game days as long as you show your tickets. Yes, to and from the stadium, not around the whole city. Well, the gentleman didn't say anything on the way down. Well, I guess he was just being nice, as I am. Again, I'm not kicking you off, I was just telling you for the future. Well, why doesn't your website say that? I'm not sure. I'm not in charge of the website. So you're not going to let me and my boy ride for free? What? No, I said this time I will, but in the future they might not. Wow, you're such a stuck-up douchebag. And the mother spit at the bus driver. I don't think she got the driver, but she definitely got the controls and money taker. Okay, that's it. Get off the bus, please. The mother turns to the whole bus. This driver won't let us ride for free, even though we have game tickets. A gentleman already on the bus said he would pay for them, as he was already running late. But the bus driver told him no, they are getting kicked off the bus. And the police are being called, and unfortunately, we were all witnesses to the assault. The woman refused to leave, and her son sat down in the first few chairs of the bus. The police arrived a few minutes later and had to drag her off the bus. The cops interviewed us, but ultimately said that they had enough camera evidence. All the buses have cameras on them now to arrest her. They put her in cuffs, loaded her and her son into a car and took her away. Not exactly sure what happened after that. I caught the next bus I could and went home. I got two things about that. The number one is, why was she so confusing with the thing? He said, no, you get to ride for free, and she just had none of it. And then the second thing, she was with her son, and that's just a big no-no. Do my eyebrows during lunch. Okay, this is a thing my hairstylist told me about last time I was doing my hair. My hairdresser Laura has had a lot of stories about choosing beggars. She's a pretty good hairstylist. Also, she can do eyebrows and sometimes she can do makeup as well. So every time she is on any functions, her relatives introduce her as good hairdresser. And every time she has to say no to all her relatives' friends, colleagues and acquaintances that no, she cannot do their hair for free just because they know her cousins or in-laws. But this story is especially tacky. Laura works in the building where her salon is located. Also, there are several boutiques, massage spa and nail studio. During lunch, ladies from all those places retreat to back room to have a lunch which they brought with themselves. So one day they were all having a lunch, chatting and gossiping, when one of those ladies decided to ask Laura to do her eyebrows. For free, of course. As I said, Laura is not a fan of this thing, but she didn't want to be hostile, so she said, "Nah, my schedule is full for today. I will work till 8 PM. No, but thanks, no." "Oh, sure I know, you don't have time, so why don't you do it right now, during lunchtime? You are free right now, right?" And she opened her purse and pulled out tweezers. Look, I am all prepared. Laura was positively stunned. Here she was sitting, eating her lunch and enjoying some free time in a super busy day, and this woman was brandishing tweezers come on, let's do it. Hurry, we don't have much time. Laura was not proud to confess she made a scene. Actually, no, she was proud. She said it was cold blood murder in plain sight. The lady doesn't talk to her anymore. I like that ending. Good on Laura for standing up for herself. At least she doesn't have to deal with that in the future. Choosing beggar at grocery store. Not entirely sure that this counts, however, I used to work at a grocery store in my hometown. We had quite a few choosing beggars over the years, because, retail. But I had one story that really stuck out to me. I was working the cash when an older lady, the choosing beggar, comes up to me. "Hello, did you find..." "No, your store is all out of low-fat sour cream." It was a local brand of sour cream. "It's on sale. Could I have a rain check?" "1 second, I'll call the grocery department." So I call the grocery department, a process that often takes around 5 to 10 minutes, but is store policy when dealing with rain checks. Because even if an item is on sale and we do not have any in stock, we may still not be able to issue a rain check if the sale is less than a week long. Store policy, etc, etc, etc. At this time that I'm waiting for the grocery to pick up, she's sighing and drumming her fingers and just being a total butt. Could you hurry up? Jesus, probably barely past high school, working in a grocery store. I mean, I pretty near blew right there. I was in university at the time in a different province. Stuff's expensive. On all my breaks, I came home to make as much money as I could. Grocery guy finally picks up and basically says, 1, we don't have any. 2, we do not stock the low-fat version of that company's sour cream because it does not sell as well as their competitors. And 3, it doesn't really matter, we can't issue a rain check due to length of sale. I explain all this to the choosing beggar, but obviously since she's a Karen, she wants to speak to my supervisor. I call my supervisor over and explain the situation. Thankfully, she takes my side and explains the best we can offer is to substitute the brand she was requesting with a different brand, which is entirely not our store policy, but I think we were just sick of her at this point. She was causing a bit of a scene. No, I don't want that brand. I want this brand. That brand isn't as good. My husband is a veteran. He served our country. You should have more respect for us. You should special order this product. I want 14 packages and I want it at the sale price. My supervisor calmly explained that we really can't do that because we don't stock the product and because we can't issue a rain check. Offering a substitution was the best we could do, and even that was not really something we were supposed to do. The choosing beggar, an actual quote because I remember it as if it was yesterday. Well, Walmart stocks it, so I'm going to go there and get them to price match. It's such a hassle, but at least I won't have to deal with the people at this store. My supervisor says, then go to Walmart. And she left. I assume she went to Walmart. My supervisor was crying. Choosing beggar had literally broken her, the poor woman. Couple weeks later, my supervisor was transferred to a different store in an assistant role. Apparently, management had gotten a call about not meeting customer satisfaction goals. Yeah, I don't know how much of a choosing beggar that person was, but like screw that lady and management for not being on the supervisor's side, that sucks. Some dude. So basically, I had just dropped out of college and was in the process of loading my car up with my stuff and driving back home, around 3-hour drive, so I stopped for gas before I left, and this is where choosing beggar comes into place. Here's pretty much how it went. Hey man, you got any cash on you? Nah, sorry, I don't. But if you're thirsty or hungry, we can head inside and I can get you some food. For reference, it was around September, so it was hot as balls outside. Nah, I kind of wanted the cash. Whatever, probably wanted to buy some booze or something else. Doesn't bother me, but he comes back. You buy me some beer? I'm 19, can't get that stuff. Oh well, if it's okay, I'll take you up on that food offer. Whatever, I was in a pretty emotional state anyways from the whole dropping out of college thing. Anyways, we head inside and I just assumed he'd grab some Gatorade and some stuff from the hot bar. In the end, he ended up grabbing like $45 worth of food, snacks and drinks, and just acted like it was normal. Whatever, I pay, tell him bye, and he tells me God bless or some other thing. I get in my car to leave. When driving out, he waves me down. So again, I'm 19 and pretty still unversed in the ways of dealing with people. Just assume he was gonna say thanks again. I roll down my window, and dude literally hangs inside my car over my backpack, which had my $1,200 laptop in it, and says, "I thought I saw some change in there, can I have it?" pointing at my center console. Dude, I just bought you all this food, I'm leaving. The choosing beggar reaching for the change in my car. Come on, man. At this point, I just take a handful of it and throw it outside and speed off. Probably the worst experience I've ever had with someone like that, to be honest. Over $40 worth of food like that, you need to be able to say no to some people like that because he definitely got taken advantage of right there. Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more videos like it, then click on screen right now. And if you never want to miss out on a video, then hit subscribe, but I will see you all very soon.